Aries, hello and welcome to my channel, and this is going to be your reading for January 2025. I'm going to be using two decks through this reading. I'm going to be using the After Tarot by Corinne Kenner. I'm also going to be using the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, we'll do the tarot first and then we'll go on to the Oracle cards. Oops, dropping a crystal there. Right, so Aries. Hope you had a lovely Christmas and New Year and that you're ready to get going and embrace the new year, the new energies. So, Aries 2025 January. If at any point I say 2024, ignore me. Oops. Ooh. Aries, 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 Aries. Aries, January 2025. Why am I whispering? Why am I whispering? The manifester, the magician. We're going straight into January with this manifestation energy. And you know what? I'm picking this vibe up for a lot of the taroscopes that I filmed today. This with the magician, with these new energies that want to come in, people wanting to get in there, hit the ground running, and make something of the year ahead. Why did we whisper? Why did I whisper at the start of this reading? Let's tune into that. It's not a whisper as in a secret whisper. It's a whisper as in you don't need to shout it from the rooftops what you're doing. You don't need everyone to hear it. Not everyone is going to get you or understand you. I don't have to shout. Not everyone is going to want to get you or understand you. There's something here at the bottom with the Five of Cups. And processing what you can save, what you can heal, what you can help, and who you can save, who you can heal, and who you can help. But ultimately not doing it at the cost to you. This is about focusing on the self. And this vibe has been coming up in a lot of my readings and one-on-one sessions as well. It is not selfish what I'm trying to explain to people, but it's going to be vital to go forward. Yes, there's been kind, compassionate, and of service, but not with the older versions of ourselves where we would have just laid down our own needs, where we would have begged someone to listen to us, where we would have begged someone to act safely, if that makes sense. Say you've got a teenager that's going a bit wild, possibly not the right example for it. I don't know. What would be an example for it? Family members. Yeah, family members trying to beg family members to do something, trying to beg family members to see something, trying to beg work colleagues. This isn't about that. This is about internal manifestation and letting that go, letting it go and processing it. There's also, as well, this energy is still there. There's still something lingering on. It's not perfect, but I'm starting to manifest something else in. It's not where I want to be, but I'm starting to release those old letdowns, those old friendships, old connections, old emotions that no longer serve me. Oops. And with that, I get the Eight of Pentacle, which is about coming in, it's about working. It's also about collaboration. I like this depiction because that's from the Three of Pentacle as well, which is about collaboration. It's about acknowledgement. It's about, am I acknowledged within the world that I am in? Am I seen? Am I heard? Or am I just somebody that is trying to please another at my own expense? Or am I taking? Which one are you? Am I taking? Am I being needy? Am I being grasping? Am I not stepping into my sovereignty? Or am I one that's trying to serve? Or are you both at different times? It's about stepping into your self mastery and stepping into your destiny. going to call this video Stepping into Your Destiny, and I'm writing that down. Stepping into your destiny. Because that's what January is going to be about. Stepping into destiny. Allowing a clearing to come in. There's a lot of clearing going on. To allow this sun energy to come in. The clearing and the joy. Something has to go for you to be able to fully embrace your joy. Tying up the loose ends as well. So you're tying up the loose ends in January and the strength coming in. So maybe you've got a lot of tasks, a lot of things that need thinking over, deciding, but you have the strength to do it. Closing down, letting go, releasing. Fighting your demons as well, not just giving into your anxieties, not giving into the unpowerful mind. Realizing that actually I can change my life. I can make a difference. I can be happier. I can be victorious. Just straighten that up. I can take charge. The Emperor as well is a strong creator. He's powerful, and when he's upright, he uses it wisely. He doesn't dominate over people. When he's in reverse, it can be very dominating. He's using his power. He's taking charge of his destiny. He realizes that only him, the Emperor, which is you, can make this happen. You can make this happen. And there's also as well something here about a success leading to something else. So like a successful job interview leading to a promotion, a change, a wheel of fortune, and the Hierophant, which is enlightenment. When you start to step into your power in January, when you realize that the world is yours for the making, when you realize that you can bring about change, expect more change. Because honestly, Aries, you're going to be stepping more in, you're a fire sign. So fire is transformation, it's transmutation. But you're able to wield that fire in the right way. Because sometimes Aries can be a bit at people, and that's not always a good place to be. But if we can master that fire in the correct way, into creation, into manifestation, into sovereignty, then we can get more from our Aries sign, if that makes sense. Again, very similar to some of the other tarot scopes I've done today, is a need to ask why, to want to know why. Um, there's also something with this Hierophant in relation to some of the old structures that you really don't resonate with. Now, this can be on the news, this can be all the stuff that's going on there. It's also bosses, friends, your own patriarchal grooming. There's something here about wanting to walk away from that, closing it down, setting on a new path because you can't deal with the toxicity anymore. It's just there's a feeling here of I don't want to be controlled. I don't want to be put in a box where that's your job description, that's what you do, and that's what you do, and the computer says. This is an energy of I want to do more. I want a job where I can flow, where I can be creative, where I can pull back when I need to, but push forward, where I'm not just ticking other people's boxes. It's self-empowerment. It's also as well walking away from toxicity around you. So in personal relationships, family relationships, it's going on your path regardless of the judgments of others. So let's do your oracle cards. Aries, January 2025. Aries. The sanctuary, harmony and balance, joy and contentment. Yeah, your sanctuary, your home, your inner world, your spirituality, spirituality, your belief system. You can't just settle anymore. You can't settle. You can't not in a can't settle as I can't just sit down. It's like I can't just settle for the eat, sleep, rave, repeat life. I can't just be in a mend and make do. I can't just be this is what you do. You've left school, you stay in until you retire. I can't just holiday in the same place every year. I can't just have my meals at the same time every day. I need variety because variety is going to be the spice of life for Aries. Obstacle. Find another road, flexibility and change. Often when we can feel change coming in, when it doesn't happen for us in the way we think, we can go into the old ways of being. For example, say if you're looking for a new house, you've got, right, I'm going to move house. You've got your house on the market, but your house sales fall through, or you can't find a new property to live in, or there's problems with buying that. We can often go into the old ways of, told you it never works out, I can never get my happy ending. But in these moments where you go for another job and you don't get the job, or you set up a business and it's not working, it needs to change. Go with flow, change what needs to be changed, and grow up and mature through it. Don't let that old version of you come in and run the show because this is quite important. Very important, not just quite. It's portal. Stepping stone, yeah, stepping stones. If you think about those stepping stones, you've got to be careful. You don't stand at the side and go, "Oh, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared." You gradually step. You get onto a stone, you get your balance, you look around, you take a breath, and you go to the next one. And this is the path that you're on now. It's not something that you go, woof. It's something that you just take one step at a time. Take the next step, simplicity and focus. Simplifying your life as well and focusing on what you want. So, for example, you know, say you want a new relationship or say you want to go for a new job, you've got to start putting out there CV, application forms, contacting people. Do you know what I mean? Hagstone, energy shield, protection, and inner strength. So stepping into your ancient wisdom, your ancient in a wise woman, in a shaman, in a mystic, stepping into different realities and worlds that you've lived in different incarnations. And starting to use that alchemy and that magic. We had this alchemy and magic in years gone by, but we started to misuse it. It's coming back now. It's going to come back in the right time, in the right way, with the right people. Okay. And now we're having to get used to it, which is another part of the ascension process, the awakening process of, many people. I've spoken about this, the time traveling, becoming psychic, becoming more intuitive, having past life experiences, otherworldly experiences, and having to process this and get our head around these new ways, thinking something and it happening. And that's the good, the bad, and the ugly we can do that with. So humans are going through a lot at the minute. You are also a cycle breaker. You'll get through it. Cycles ending. So cycles ending, closing down. Dancing with Stones, movement, teamwork, partnership. So, teamwork, community partnership. Again, another message of which I bet people are getting bored of hearing is we are going to be required in 2025, and it started now at the time of this reading that I'm filming it, to work alongside others, to try and put old stories to bed and go forward and get back into community and collaboration. These new earth foundations that are starting to build require us to step out of idolization, the external idolization, into community. Um, I start well. I started a jigsaw yesterday. It's a 300 piece. We started one last year, 1,000 piece, which was a bit too far. Anyway, I came in here today to do some work, and Gary started to take over the jigsaw in a good way. I thought he'd just put a couple of pieces in. He started to really progress with it. And I got a little bit like, but then I realised that actually we started to bond by doing it. and that it's not going to be insular where this is my jigsaw and I want to do it. It's about working. It's about bringing all the different strands together. It's about their strengths, their strengths, their strengths, their strengths, their weaknesses, their weaknesses. It's like saying, I'm going to make a cake, but I don't want to put sugar in it. I'm going to make a cake, but the eggs are not coming in it. Gone are those days. It's going to be about collaboration. We're going to have to find as ways, as humans, ways forward. Ancestral messages, connection, belonging, and ask for help. Gone are the days where I do all the cleaning. It's going to be about delegating. It's going to be about collaboration. It's going to be about, you know what, I'm going to text so and so and so because I know they're good at that, or I know they've got connections for that. And also, as well, there's been an energy with the ancestors of them and us. Look at the ancestral trauma that you all caused, whereas now we're being asked to release those stories as well. Creativity comes up. Creative expression. Trust your vision. Trust your vision. And the final card of this reading is Hidden Treasure. You're on the right track. Gift reveal. Gift reveal. Oops. Who's gonna? I nearly said chuck this out, but it nearly came out as who's gonna resent this? Hidden treasure. You're on the right track. Gift revealed. Is this people around you that are going to reject it, or an aspect of you that wants to reject it, or it's too good to be true? Is this? So I don't believe it for 1 minute. I'm going to keep pulling. The healing stones, tenderness, care, gentleness, and nourishment. I think this card has come out for every tarot scope that I filmed today. Again, self-care, self-care, self-care. Itchy nose. Singing stones, transmit your vibration, use your voice. So using your voice wisely. We started off whispering at the beginning of this video, didn't we? It's about your words meaning something, not just chatting shit, which we can all chat shit. We're going to become more aware of how we use our voice. Do we use our voice to gossip? Do we use our voice to backbite? Do we use our voice to wound? Do we use our voice for creativity? And that's going to be about everything, our physical, energetic, and so on and so forth. So, Aries, that is your video. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content. And I will see you in the next video.